Welcome back to Infinite Union, your portal to the most profound questions of existence. Today, we're embarking on a journey that every single one of us is destined to take, yet it remains shrouded in mystery and speculation. We're exploring what happens in the first 5 minutes after our final breath. This isn't about spirituality or philosophy, but a biological breakdown of the dying process itself. What physiological changes unfold when the heart stops beating? Let's begin at the moment clinical death is declared. This is defined as the cessation of heartbeat and breathing. The heart, the tireless engine that has pumped blood throughout your body for your entire life, falls silent. Without this crucial circulation, oxygen can no longer reach your cells. This oxygen deprivation, known as hypoxia, is the primary trigger for the cascade of events that follows. Your brain, which consumes about 20% of your body's oxygen despite being only 2% of your weight, is the first and most sensitive organ to feel this deficit. Within seconds, brain activity begins to change dramatically. The intricate network of neurons that constitutes your thoughts, your memories, and your very consciousness starts to lose its coordinated rhythm. The electrical signals that have fired ceaselessly since you were in the womb begin to sputter and fade. This is the point where consciousness, as we understand it, is believed to cease. The lights of awareness dim, and the world outside, with all its sounds and sensations, recedes into nothingness. Your body begins to cool in a process called rigor mortis, gradually losing its internal heat to the surrounding environment. Simultaneously, without oxygen, your cells can no longer produce the energy molecule, ATP, that powers all cellular functions. The delicate balance of ions across cell membranes, maintained by energy-intensive pumps, starts to collapse. This leads to a flood of calcium into the cells, triggering a series of self-destructive processes. Your muscles, deprived of ATP, can no longer relax. This leads to a state of rigidity known as rigor mortis, though this process typically takes a few hours to become fully apparent. In these initial minutes, the body simply becomes limp as all muscle tone is lost. Gravity takes over completely. The now stagnant blood begins to pool in the parts of the body that are lowest to the ground, a phenomenon called rigor mortis. This results in a purplish-red discoloration of the skin, one of the telltale signs of death. Now, let's delve into one of the most fascinating and debated aspects of the dying process, the brain's final moments. Some scientific theories propose that as the brain is starved of oxygen, it can unleash a massive, synchronized surge of electrical activity. This brain tsunami is thought to be a final, desperate attempt by the neurons to keep functioning. Researchers who have monitored brain activity in dying patients have observed a burst of gamma waves, the same type of brain waves associated with heightened consciousness, meditation, and memory recall. This neurological event could be the biological basis for the profound experiences reported by those who have been revived from clinical death. This brings us to the intriguing subject of near-death experiences, or NDEs. People who have had NDEs often describe a set of common phenomena: seeing a bright light, traveling through a tunnel, experiencing a life review, and feeling an overwhelming sense of peace and detachment from their physical body. For a long time, these accounts were relegated to the realm of the mystical. However, science is now beginning to offer potential physiological explanations for these experiences. The sensation of traveling through a tunnel, for instance, might be caused by the progressive shutdown of the visual cortex, starting from the periphery and moving inward. The feeling of euphoria and peace could be linked to a flood of endorphins, the body's natural pain-relieving and pleasure-inducing chemicals, released in response to the extreme stress of dying. The life review, where a person's entire life flashes before their eyes, might be a result of the temporal lobe being stimulated during this final surge of brain activity. And then there's the matter of DMT, or dimethyltryptamine. This powerful psychedelic compound is found naturally in many plants and is also produced in trace amounts in the human brain, although its exact function remains a topic of intense scientific research. One prominent theory, put forth by Dr. Rick Strassman, suggests that the pineal gland, a small endocrine gland located deep in the center of the brain, could release a significant amount of DMT at the moment of death. The experiences induced by administered DMT bear a striking resemblance to the classic features of NDEs. Subjects in DMT studies report encounters with otherworldly beings, a sense of transcending time and space, and profound emotional and spiritual revelations. Could this be the brain's final, spectacular chemical farewell, a neurological firework display that creates the vivid and life-altering visions of an NDE? While the theory is compelling, it is still a hypothesis. detecting a release of DMT in the dying human brain is incredibly difficult, and concrete evidence remains elusive. However, the possibility adds another layer of profound wonder to our understanding of the transition from life to death. So, in these first 5 minutes, a silent and intricate biological dismantling is taking place. The heart stops, oxygen flow ceases, and brain activity flatlines, potentially after a final, brilliant surge. The processes that sustained life for decades are systematically shutting down. Cellular structures begin to break down, and the laws of physics and chemistry begin to reclaim the physical form. It is a transition from a highly organized, dynamic system to a state of inert matter. From a purely biological perspective, this is the end of the organism. The complex interplay of systems that allowed for thought, movement, and sensation has ceased. The body, once a vessel of consciousness, becomes an empty shell. This scientific exploration of death doesn't diminish its mystery. In many ways, it deepens it. Understanding the potential for a final burst of brain activity or a chemical release that could create a profound inner experience gives us a new lens through which to view this universal journey. It transforms the process from a simple cessation into a final, complex biological event. It's a testament to the incredible intricacy of the human brain and body, active and dynamic right up to the very end. This is the scientific curtain call on the performance of a lifetime. Thank you for joining us on this exploration into the final frontier of human biology. We hope it has given you a new perspective on this inevitable and natural process. If you found this journey as fascinating as we did, be sure to subscribe to Infinite Union and hit the notification bell. We have many more mysteries of the universe and ourselves to uncover together. Until next time, stay curious.